The air around Stamford Bridge crackled with anticipation as the news broke. Sheikh Jassim's Qatari investment fund had secured a 20% stake in Chelsea Football Club. It was a move that sent shockwaves through the footballing world, not just for what it meant for Chelsea, but for what it signaled elsewhere. Whispers turned into conversations, and conversations into full-blown speculation. Was a Saudi takeover of Manchester United now inevitable? For months, rumors of a Saudi-led bid for United had lingered in the background, neither confirmed nor denied, always lurking in the corridors of power. With Qatari money now entwined with Chelsea's future, the geopolitical chessboard of football ownership had seemingly tilted. The Saudis, already deeply embedded in European football through their control of Newcastle United, would not want to be outmaneuvered. The battle for influence had begun. At Old Trafford, tension hung thick in the air. The Glazer family, long unpopular with sections of the United fanbase, had entertained offers for a full sale but ultimately settled for selling a minority stake to Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos. It was a compromise that satisfied no one fully, a half-step toward change rather than the revolution fans had hoped for. But with Chelsea's ownership dynamics shifting, questions about United's long-term future resurfaced with renewed urgency. The Premier League had already witnessed a surge of Gulf money, transforming clubs into modern powerhouses. Manchester City, bankrolled by Abu Dhabi, had rewritten the rules of success. Newcastle, backed by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, had risen from mid-table obscurity to Champions League contention in record time. Now, with Qatar embedding itself in Chelsea's hierarchy, the prospect of Saudi investors turning their attention to Manchester United seemed more plausible than ever. In Riyadh, whispers of strategic expansion echoed in boardrooms and royal palaces alike. The Saudi leadership had already used football as a vehicle for global influence. The transformation of their domestic league, high-profile player acquisitions, and investments in the sport all pointed to a long-term vision. Owning Manchester United, one of the biggest names in world football, would be the crown jewel of their sporting ambitions. The fans, meanwhile, were divided. Some longed for the kind of financial power that could finally propel United back to the summit of English and European football. Others remained wary, fearing a loss of identity, greater commercialism, and deeper entanglements in the politics of global wealth. But as Sheikh Jassim's Qatari-backed stake in Chelsea reshaped the landscape, one thing was certain: this was only the beginning. The game behind the game had just entered its next phase.